Okay, people, good evening. It's the 20th of November, and of course, we have let's see how many more days to the end of trading days in November. We still have actually five, six, seven, eight. Sorry, we have six more trading days till the end of the month, and um, and I hope everyone had a great trading day today. Is actually, when is it ever not fun in the market? And let's see how it played out really, because it's quite funny, really. We had a great day to start it off, but going further, it did not just work like that. So let's just see. I was just looking at my charts here earlier on, and I'm going to share it because I think yesterday we all woke up to great news. Nvidia is going to save the markets. Everything's all going to be singing and dancing, and that's what we thought. But hurrah, it's different. Okay, but how did it all play out? Let's just have a look at the cues. Okay, and look at the queues today. I've never seen this huge sell-off. I think somebody called this the worst November of all time. You know, look at what happened right there. This is literally just a huge, huge, huge mega selling off on the queues, and you can see there. Let's just give a quick brief journey. We can see a few videos ago, I didn't call this up. I talked about this line here, and I thought this was gonna save us. Nobody calls it up. Let's get real. But there you go. But afterwards, what did we see? And okay, what did we see? We could see what transpired here. Bulls pushed it up again, and then boom, finally, the bears regained everything. And you can see it right there. It's bear markets. Well, not a bear market, it's just a selling off. And today, if you look at the way it played out at the start, Nvidia had a great start, and we thought it's going to push the market, save it up. But look at that. That's not even an inside bar. It's literally just encapsulates everything and collapse entirely. And it sends us all the way to, we're talking about September lows, actually, or mid-September lows. So, yeah, that's what happened. And guess what? This is actually interesting because the last sell-off happened at the last few minutes to the closing of the markets. People were it was holding this level, but guess what? It just sold off. You don't have to be a day trader. No matter what you trade, everyone is affected. Look, what was that going to say? Gold. So that's the cues right there, which is telling us what we've been experiencing in the markets. And if you look at it over the past, from the highs of, which is the 3rd of November, it's actually one of the worst, horrible Novembers. We've had about 8% load. I call it a load shedding, really, for me. We had about 8% off from the market, but is this the end of the world? Of course not. I mean, the market is still very much up this year. And I don't even want to talk about the April lows. You've got to be able to manage your accounts properly. There you go. So if we look at from January, I might actually start leaving this here, tracking this. So if anyone is complaining, I can say, look at where we are. So far, so good. But that is it right there. We're still very much up by about 12%. So, we've been begging, begging, begging for this market to come down. And boom, it arrived. And guess what? Everyone is saying, look, we're tired, we're fed up. We're tired of, selling, or we're tired of the market sell-off. So this is something you've got to bear with. You've got to take the good with the bad, and of course, sometimes with the ugly. I wouldn't exactly say this is ugly. It is actually a little bit ugly, but look, it is what it is, and that's it. So we've been calling for this low now. We need to sell off before we're able to push further down, further up. And 10%, it's not too bad from what we've got so far. I think if you're gonna look from April low, I mean, this time around, no one's gonna save you. That's what I'm gonna say. From when President Trump was tweeting, we've had a 45% move, or should I say, it was about, Jesus have mercy, it's a 60% move from, yeah, almost 58% move from then. And so now if you're going to give up some of the gains, That's not how it works. But if you're going to give up some of the gains, there's nothing wrong with that. So that's that for now. Look, also, it's quite strange actually because even gold is selling off, Bitcoin is selling off, um, oil, there's nowhere to hide, really. It's a short time, but let's just see this short termism and let's see how it goes. Look at gold. I mean, gold's actually been holding a good range of 4,000, so not bad at all. It's been holding this good range of 4,000. If you're going to talk about raising, or sorry, um, reducing the rates, then of course gold is going to kick off again. I haven't looked at silver in a while, so let's just see how that is also behaving. I haven't got a direction on this, by the way, so I'll just leave it out and let it play. Also, silver. I know silver's holding that 50. That's amazing again. I had I had my staple here, cocoa, my commodity. It had a bit of a reprieve, but again, is this the end? Of course not. I'm still expecting a lot more downside right here. Like I said again, you got to take the good with the bad, with the ugly, and that's just the way it goes. Okay, so that's that one there. And let's look at crude oil. I mean, I should look at WTI, but that's okay. There you go. So oil just can't catch a break. My goodness. So we're seeing 58, 60 zone, and it's just trapped within that zone right there. So that's that one. And if you're going to look at a few stocks, but what is this guy? We thought you were going to save the market, but what did you do? Poops, you pooped it. Look at that. He just lost all these gains. This got people calling about, oh no, you thought AI was a bubble. Well, nobody said it was a bubble. Some people said it was a bubble, but personally, I think it's partly bubblish, and it needs a bit of load shedding. I mean, I don't want to get into the fundamentals, but there you go. Oracle as well. So you can see anything AI related, they are all been selling off. Even Palantir. Palantir has always been anti-gravity, but look at that. Palantir has done over 70 points down. I think on a short time frame, everything is literally done oversold, because that Palantir from highs of 207 now to 155. So that's about 52 points. So Palantir is down by 52 points. Um, they all just none of them is actually catching a break right now. And sometimes you just have to relax, let the market take a breather because everything has just been climbing and climbing and climbing. I think particularly um but particularly the small caps. I mean, this thing, when this goes away, then the small caps will go badly. So, I mean, look at IWM. IWM actually been going off as well. So you've got to understand sometimes you go long, sometimes you stay flat, and sometimes you go short. And this is one of the days IWM is a short, unfortunately. I mean, look at that. It's also back to August lows again. So definitely, I think even people were scared at the rate at which we were going up. So this is something we are all aware of. I think I've been preparing for it mentally. I just didn't know when it would happen. Every now and then I put a message in the group, guys, it's gonna happen. Guys, it's gonna happen. And one of my key targets, which is we look at RGTI. I mean, I just think this is in its own real bubble world. And I put a message right there. Where's the thing? I mean, this morning I put the charts right there, and it was looking a bit funny actually because let's see. There you go. Just gonna paste it right there. I just thought, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I said the rate at which this thing is gonna go, it's gonna cry, and you can see RGCI right there. It just matches the chart. You can see it right there, crying. I expect it to collapse by a lot. So that's RGCI. What else? What else? What else? I mean, if you look at anything, I mean, this is not a call on quantum, by the way, all of it is selling off, and it's just that way it is. Anything is selling off right now. But unfortunately, these guys tend to get to bear the brunt a lot more. Now, one thing is everyone is asking, so why are we selling off? And everyone has got different postulations as to why the market is selling off. And one of the things I was just going to read is, I mean, I was looking at some of the pointers. It's quite interesting actually because a lot of people thought today will be the day we shall bounce back. Okay. Um, you know, let's see. Okay, yeah. So I forgot to mention crypto as well, Bitcoin especially. Look at BTC. It's fine. You could just check them on Binance. This is a disaster. Again, this is totally in bearish territory. The call goes back to everyone saying, look, can we still get another 10,000 off? If you do get another 10,000 off, then of course, Michael Saylor gets back in the negative, So likewise, Ethereum and, again, I honestly think these things just follow, as far as I'm concerned, they just follow the Nasdaq. They're down, Nasdaq goes down, and that's it. This when I was tracking it way back in 2023. So that's that one. And then you look at BMNR, which is it Tom Lee? Yeah, this has been, I kind of gave it a warning right here from the 55 zones. And this, I mean, I expected a collapse from here anyway. It's a treasury, but look, there's nothing there for me. Again, so this was Bitcoin at an all-time high, 45 days ago, 126. It was worth, and yeah, it was worth about 2.5 trillion. And as at 10th of October, after the President Trump threatened it, it's had a lot of load shedding. Also, so now everyone is asking, why is the stock selling off? You had people blaming something. Someone said the Japanese rate is a problem. And, this is something no one said, people not talking about. I don't know. I mean, I know Japanese yen, the Japanese, they tend to, they tend to invest in a lot of US treasuries. But I really don't think that's why, But then, you can see the yen spiking still, but I'm not sure if that's why, because overnight when Nvidia made a move, also the yen actually made a move. So I think one thing I've got to say is you've got to, I mean, for me personally, I just, again, there's a rumor of Nvidia cooking data. There's Michael Berry there talking about his own beats as well. But I think for me, I love to just follow the price plan. What is the price telling me? What is the market telling me? What are the data telling me? And again, do not buy the dip. You got to buy the strength after the dip. You could pull a VWAP here. I don't really use EMAs, but I mean, I decided to put one, hey, for the fun of it. And you can see it right there. It depends on what time frame you're trading, of course. But you can see right there, it's crossing right now. It's telling you, look, on a short time frame, I am actually getting a bit bearish. And that's something I was looking at. So again, until you see a clear signal, personally, I don't move. So are the signals there to move? Not really. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a short and that's it. So I mean, I don't know what time you're trading, but for me, as far as I'm concerned, it's a short. We're still very much in profit generally as the markets, but right now, this is not a go ahead to start placing your trades. And again, tomorrow is Friday. Oh, also, I forgot to say in terms of jobs being created again, it's quite low. I think some data were released today. I thought this is great for the market. Market's back to getting all this data back. These are the things which we've skipped after the whole shutdown. This has not been great for the market. So we've had quite a lot of things. Like I said a few times ago, the market has been moving and driving on autopilot. We need the real data, which let's see transparency, how this economy is. But it's not been great at all. But until then, this is literally the state of the market. And if I'm going to show you where is it again? If I'm going to show you what it looks like, it literally looks like this, the heat map. That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know if, yeah, there you go. This is what the heat map looks like. Let's see. It won't let me drop the heat map, but I will. I will. Let's have a look again. Okay. It's just so we can see. I mean, we know it's it's not been great generally, and everyone is aware. But now I've just got it here on my desktop. Now let's have a look at it. So I just so I can just say share it with you. And if I can't find it, then I can't find it. But I just thought I should. There you go. Got it up here. Boom. Now let's copy and put it right there. It won't let me share it, I guess, because it's not fun to look at. Maybe that's what I should say. So, but yeah, there you go. I can't share it. Like I said, it's not fun to look at. It's all just red, unfortunately. So, but until then, again, we'll probably catch tomorrow again, and I might just take you to where I could see the heat map again tomorrow. But yeah, so tomorrow's a Friday. Don't gamble. I mean, what am I doing about it? Personally, I'm looking at my long-term positions, and you just have to nibble gradually. Don't be a hero. Don't try to be a hero. The market would always give you another opportunity. There's so many strategies to play the market. If you're not comfortable with shorting, then just relax. Buy the dips gradually on your convictions, okay? And your conviction is all yours, not mine. But until then, guys, I shall see you tomorrow again. We shall be here again, play this game all over again. And yeah, you take care. Have a good night. Bye bye.